50 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Louisville Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. So Louisville's offense will have the first possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. You've got 2 guys covering the tight end. As a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving it, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to pass, it's Owens. They're setting up the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Miami's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Canes! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Makes one man miss. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. It'll be a draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Cardinals getting set on first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top.
Makes the grab past the marker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hicks. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
You got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Here we go. To the air, it's Owens. Works the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Clinton. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. And some room to work. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The give to the left. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. To the air, it's Owens. Pocket breaking down. Takes the easy one to the back. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Back to pass on second down. Bring in the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the...
Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Canes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the grab close to the logo. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man, it's Moore. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Quickly complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands and get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Avila. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Catch in the middle. It's Avila. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Clark. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plunks it in for the catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over NC State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Owens. Snags it over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. They go to the ground. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Pulls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Owens. Here's the pressure. Catch inside the 25. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cardinals will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line, but great work on special teams on that return to set him up. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll give it to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Owens. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. He's looking to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Cardinals with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Cardinals will punt it away on fourth down. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The Canes can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Grab near the sticks. It's Clark. Turning it on. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over NC State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The sure hands, it's Yates. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to...
Oh, he's got some space.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defense is feasting. You can tell. They know they got the lead, and they know they have to pass. So they're pinning their ears back. They're bringing pressure. This offense, they have to do a better job, man. You got to protect your QB. Give him some time if you want to get back in this ball game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gunner. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole. Trucks through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing it down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had...
There he goes! Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Yates. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a 1st down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Yates. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Let's go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. He's got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up 1st and goal.
He wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. Busts through behind his pad. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops.